mountainous region dotted with quaint villages where most of the inhabitants are Catholic and almost all of them are employed. This is CSU Heartland in Upper Bavaria, and it's Alexander Radwan's constituency. The CSU has put forward a candidate here for the past 30 years. It's become almost a tradition to vote for the CSU.
We're here on the ground and at a weekly market like this one, where there are so many local farmers and producers, contact is established immediately. We know each other, and that's why there's a basis of trust with the residents.
Esa Aigner, the federal minister of agriculture, has made a special trip here today, but people aren't really taking much notice. Some of the organic farmers doubt her promises of more support, but they remain friendly.
He'll get more money in the future.
That's what everyone wants, of course, but I don't believe it.
It's true. It's almost settled.
We'll see how it turns out in the end.
Such meetings are part and parcel of Radwan's daily life. He's been in the CSU for about 3 decades. He was a member of the European Parliament for many years, and now he's in the Bavarian State Parliament. In the fall, he hopes to join the Bundestag.
I think we need Europe. Europe is a peace project that brought affluence and especially peace. And if we want to have a voice in Europe, and as Bavarians in the world, then we also need the EU. That means we still focus a critical eye on Europe.
High-flung European politics are not on the agenda at the next meeting. It's all about nuts and bolts. A businessman wants to open a home improvement store in the village, not on its outskirts.
Is there anything you can see here that you'll take back with you to Berlin?
Economic policy is always rooted in concrete local issues. If you don't know what's going on politically and economically at the local level, there's no point in discussing it abstractly in Berlin.
At his next appointment, Radwan once again sees how issues in the Bavarian provinces are affected by global politics. Milk from 600 organic farmers is processed here at the Andax dairy. For generations, cheese, milk, and yogurt have been produced here without chemicals and certainly without genetic modification.
We try to adapt to the market.
People worry that quality standards will suffer because of the proposed free trade agreement between the EU and the US. Radwan now has to deal with consumer protection.
Free trade agreements are important, but they shouldn't lead to the watering down of standards and norms.
Despite campaigning, Radwan can't neglect his work at the state parliament in Munich. He works efficiently, and he's proud that Bavaria is the only German state that is not in debt. Still, he's annoyed about the recent scandal in the state, in which dozens of parliamentarians were accused of providing their relatives with high-paying jobs.
As the biggest faction, the CSU was of course most affected by this. There was an appropriate outcry, though, and the state parliament also reacted. In my discussion with citizens today, I always make clear that we're thinking about how to correct this matter and stop the practice.
These days, Radwan, who's unmarried, rarely gets a chance to go for a long walk with his dog Clara. He loves this region. He was born here, after all. The fact that his father came from Egypt and named him Alexander Jamal Radwan is not an issue for him.
Others hype up their immigration background, but in the CSU, here in the constituency of Miesbach, it's simply understood and doesn't need to be talked about.
Next up is an appointment with a CSU icon, former German Finance Minister Theo Weigel, who knows Radwan from a different side.
He was outspoken when I was chairman of the regional committee and party chairman, and he didn't put up with anything. I hope that he's the same with others as he was with me.
Radwan's campaign speech takes place against a backdrop of traditional Bavarian Oompa music.
The euro crisis that we're going through at the moment is due to the fact that there hasn't been enough moderation, and that's what I'll bring from Bavaria to Berlin. You could say I'm the bad guy in the budget committee. We get a lot of good advice, but we make sure that we don't spend more than we take in, and that's why I'm asking you to support us in the election campaign.
His speech lasts just a few minutes, then he's back on the bench. Alexander Radwan has an air of modesty about him, but it's almost certain he'll win. And within the CSU, he's expected to go on to great things.